And we're back. My friends, we are back. Today is Wednesday, August 28th. And it is currently 7:46 p.m. on the East Coast. The jury has come to their decision in the sentencing for Robert Tellis. And they were only out for about an hour and a half, so we're back. They're in the courtroom. Well, they're kind of milling around, meandering about the courtroom. Draskovich and his co-counsel, I don't remember his name. I'll put it up for you so you won't be nervous that we're going to miss it. We've been covering this pretty much all day, in addition to Sandra Birchmore, so it has been quite a day. What a day for justice. What a day for justice, my friends. As you may recall, we took a poll on this during the last stream. Hello, hello, hello. These are the choices that the jury had to work with and choose between for the sentencing of 48-year-old Robert Tellis, who has been found guilty of first-degree murder in Nevada, which is a death penalty state, but the death penalty was taken off the table for him for a reason that I'm not really sure of. Here are the choices from least to most harsh: 50 years with eligibility for parole after 20 years, life with eligibility for parole after 20 years, or life without possibility of parole. Those are the choices. The jury has come to a decision. We heard from, this is an unusual case because we don't see juries handing out sentences very often here in the US. Oftentimes we do in death penalty cases. There'll be a death penalty phase. And this was interesting too, because as opposed to the victim impact statements that we usually see, what I can think of most recently was Michelle Traconis, where the victims come up and they have a prepared statement, and there's always tears involved for everyone watching and all of us at home, and tissues, and they read from statements, and they try to convince the judge why they think the defendant should receive a certain sentence. And in the case of Michelle Traconis, she also had a lot of people come up and speak to her wonderful character because she went to church all the time, apparently after the tragic killing of Jennifer Dulos. But so we usually see them reading statements to the court. In this case, what we saw today was 3 witnesses for each side get up and be questioned by the attorneys, which was interesting. Totally different procedure here in Nevada. We're in Las Vegas, and we're here for it. 3 of the siblings of the victim, Jeff Gehrman, got up and talked about what a wonderful man he is. He was. Reported what a great brother he was. Showed pictures of them when they were young and pictures of them as a family. And then, in a weird turn of events, Robert Tellis's current wife took the stand to talk about what a great dad and husband he is, despite the fact that we've seen body cam footage of him after his arrest for DV against her in 2020, choking her, etc. And then his first wife took the stand. He shares a 16-year-old daughter with him. She shares a 16-year-old daughter with him. And she talked about what a great co-parent he is, and, please let him out on parole. Please give him a sentence with parole so that he can walk his daughter down the aisle type stuff. And then his mom took the stand. And what kind of freaked us out a little bit was that his wife and his lover, Roberta, both look eerily like his mother. So that was bizarre. Coercive control, that's what a lot of people have been saying. He has not been out on bond. He's been jailed since his arrest, which was almost exactly 2 years ago in September of 2022. That's a great point, Deb. Why was he just allowed to walk around the courtroom? He's convicted. Should he be in shackles? He's not even in leg shackles. I'm twitching again. My eyes is twitching. It's been a long day. Yes, Terry, we have to commend all the international viewers in the chat for staying up so late. All right, they're standing. I guess the jury's coming in to impose the sentence, but the sound is not up yet. And here's our favorite judge, Michelle Leavitt. We don't know what happened yet, except the jury has reached a decision. And what penalty Boss Baby, aka Rob Tellis, is going to receive. And why is the sound not up yet? Hello, Law and Crime.
Does the state stipulate to the presence of the panel, including the alternate juror?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh shoot, I gotta go turn off the TV.
Okay, juror number 2, has the jury reached a verdict?
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you please hand the verdict form to Officer House?
Oh crap, hold on one second. Alexa, turn off the TV.
Yes, please.
Thank you. District Court, Clark County, Nevada, the state of Nevada, plaintiff versus Robert Tellis, defendant, case number C-368-935, department number 12. Verdict. We, the jury in the above entitled case, having found the defendant, Robert Tellis, guilty of murder of the first degree with use of a deadly weapon, victim 60 years of age or older, impose a sentence of life in the Nevada Department of Corrections with eligibility for parole beginning when a minimum of 20 years has served. Dated at Las Vegas, Nevada, this 28th day of August 2024, signed by foreperson, juror number 2. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, is this your verdict as read? So say you one, so say you all.
Yes.
Does either side wish to have the panel polled?
No, on behalf of the state.
Mr. Draskovich?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Okay, at this time, the verdict will be recorded in the official record. And at this time, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to discharge you from your duty as jurors. Before I do, I want to extend my gratitude and thanks for your willingness to be here. It's a long trial. You're a very good jury. You paid attention, you took notes, and clearly took the case very serious in your deliberations. You are no longer under the admonition not to discuss the case with anyone. You're free to discuss the case, but you're under no obligation to discuss the case with anyone. After you are discharged, you will go back to the jury deliberation room in which you will be given further instructions. I do always like to give the lawyers an opportunity to speak to the jury panel, because I think it's always good for them to have that opportunity. However, it's up to you whether you want to speak to anyone. You also may have noticed that there was quite a bit of media attention on this case. So members of the media may reach out to you and want to discuss the case with you. I just want to make sure you understand you're under no obligation to discuss the case with anyone. But if you do want to discuss the case, it's up to you. So this time, ladies and gentlemen, you are discharged. Again, thank you very much for your service.
Thank you. All rise for the next jury. Jury.
Okay. Life with the possibility of parole after 20 years. That was the middle option. Sorry if I activated your you-know-what that starts with an A. Didn't work anyway. Yeah, exactly, Verbler. He won't get parole until he shows remorse that admits what he did, and I don't think he'll ever do that.
Reflect that the hearing's taking place outside the presence of the jury panel. At this time, the matter will be referred to parole and probation, and we will set it for sentencing.
That's going to be October 16th, 8:30 a.m. for sentencing.
Thank you. Do the
Thank you.
attorneys want that opportunity?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll let you know when you
Sure.
come back. Thank you very much.
Isn't that his sentencing? They're going to have another sentencing? Right. You think anybody's doing any live press conferences on this? Disappointing, but he'll still have to go in front of the parole board. If he doesn't show remorse, he'll never get out, which means, yeah, there's that. Wow, Judge Bev, did you hear that? Lawyers could go talk to jurors. Imagine that. This does not deter crime. This is not a squish. Yeah, please discuss that. We'd like to hear the jury discuss it. I wonder if anybody's going to be going live with a press conference. If you see anything out there, let me know. Right, exactly. Just because he's eligible for parole does not mean that it's going to be granted. 100%. You are 100% correct. I did not block Aiden. I don't know why everyone keeps saying that. I did not block Aiden. I have no beef with Aiden. I speak very highly of Aiden all the time on my channel. So I don't know why people are saying that. I don't know why people are attacking me on the cesspool of Twitter, because apparently he wrote something on Twitter about me blocking him. I did not block him. How many times? I'm going to say this a little bit louder. I've never blocked him. I have done nothing. I've never said a mean word about him. I have zero beef with him. And I'm really confused about what the issue seems to be. Really confused. Colleen. Thank you, Travis, who was a Nevada admitted attorney and used to practice there, I believe, is what you told me. They will have a victim impact yell at the defendant hearing. But all right, I got to change my thumbnail because I said sentencing. But sentencing is going to be October 16th at 8:30 p.m., 8:30 a.m. Pacific, 11:30 a.m. Eastern. Wish we could have seen him get cuffed. Yeah. Jack says, interesting. The judge said lawyers often like to chat with the jurors afterwards, and that seemed fine with her. In every other state, in every other case, of course, you absolutely, after a trial, you want to go talk to the jury, see what worked, what didn't work. It's always great to get jury feedback. Do you think it'll last 20 years? That's a great point. New York mom, Nan's life 7. It'll take him 10 to 15 years to appeal. He wouldn't likely be accepted in his first and second, third attempt at parole. He will be there for quite some time. Jillian, I feel bad for Jeff's family too, but you know what? They didn't attack him during their statements, which we see so often, right? I'm just thinking of Michelle Troconis because this is the last one that really stuck out in my mind, about how, when they got up to speak about, when the victims got up to speak about why Michelle Troconis should get the max and go to jail. I mean, they really attacked her. I remember that. There were so many people that got up. And I feel like, 20 years is still a really long time. And it is the life option with eligibility for parole in 20 years. And doesn't mean he'll definitely get it. He's 48 now. So he's not even going to be eligible until he's 68. Thank you. Thank you, Olivia. Is it common in criminal trials for the attorneys to get to talk to the jury afterward? Yes, every single jury, every time. The jurors have the opportunity to say, no, I don't want to talk to you, but you always want your feedback. You want to know what worked, what didn't work, what resonated with you, what didn't resonate with you, what witnesses did you believe, what witnesses did you not believe? How did you feel about the graphics? I mean, a million things that you want to know from them. There's no better feedback that you can get as an attorney than juror feedback, because it's a real jury. It's not like hiring a mirror jury and trying your case in front of them and asking the mirror jury what they think, the way, Bull did. Michael Weatherly played Bull in a great TV series. Right, Liz? The kids can visit dad in prison. So Robert Tellis can get visits from his kids. If it was me, like I said, I would want that man far away from my kids. Thank you, Yana. Will it literally be 20 years before he's eligible? Yes. Or will it be 18 considering time served? Oh, that's a good point. Will they take off the 2 years for time served? That's a great point, Yana. I guess we'll find out at the actual sentencing, which is going to be October 16th at 8:30 Pacific, 11:30. 8:30 Pacific, 11:30 Eastern. See, when I get distracted from what I'm trying to talk about, so the traveling Mary manifest necessity came from the Take Care of Maya trial, the Kowalski trial. There was Maya Kowalski was in the hospital. There is an artifact called the Traveling Mary that is brought. It's a religious artifact that is brought to people who are sick in the hospital or people who are dying, and they bring Traveling Mary there and they say prayers, and they would not let the Traveling Mary visit Maya in the hospital. So that is what that's where that comes from, a different trial. Today was a great day for justice. Thank you, Serenity. I need some serenity right now. And I'm just going to cut this short because I've really had it. Mama Shi, thank you so much for saying what a day and for the 5. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, Colleen, for sending me some love. You don't need to do that, Colleen, but it's just like, I went, somebody else commented something on an earlier stream and I took it the wrong way. And it's just like, I've had enough of it today. So thank you, Colleen. Appreciate you so very much. Does the judge have to accept a jury sentence? Yeah. I mean, if they give the jury the opportunity to decide the sentence, then yeah, there's no backseas. So very few states do that. We looked at that on the earlier stream. Very few states allow it. There's only like 5 states that allow a jury to decide sentencing. Thank you, Maureen Francis, for the 10. And she says, thank you for enduring the bullies, the bull, to bring us a great commentary. Thanks. But I'm wearing, like, my patience is like, I'm at the end of my proverbial rope right now. I'm really at the end of it. It's crazy. So yeah, thanks, D. Thanks. I appreciate you. Maybe, if you're on the cesspool, you can go, rah for me over there because, it's like they get free reign. I'm not on there for a reason. I don't need to people talking about me on there at all. It's ridiculous. Thank you, Maureen Francis. Ashley was the victim. I'm sorry that people couldn't see it. Really, listen. And if they hate me because I thought Ashley was a victim, then okay, then we don't want you here anyway. That's fine. Thank you, Bridget. Thank you. This did turn out to be a super long day. It is a great day for justice. Prayers up for the family of Sandra Birchmore, who are finally going to get justice for that monster who not only impregnated her and started violating Sandra Birchmore when she was 13 years old, but impregnated her and staged suicide, will now finally face federal charges, which could include the death penalty. So props to Josh Levy for getting that done. There's more to come. There's more justice to come. Thank you. Thank you. I know people want to be my pen pal. People want to be my pen pal too. And Jill, I'm not talking about you, Jill. I love your emails, Jill. But there are some people that want, money and plane tickets. And yeah, I'm like, listen, I just can't be your pen pal. I can't give you legal advice. I can't look at people send me their legal file. They email me stuff. I'm like, listen, I'm not here for that. I can't give you legal advice. I can't be your lawyer. I can't review your papers. I can't tell you what to do in court. It's crazy. It is so absolutely crazy. YouTube's been acting crazy. I was watching Mike and Mark Betterow, like when this came up, and I was behind on the stream. So as they were talking, and Mike from Young Jerks is going nuts. He's like, StreamYard sucks, YouTube sucks. Everybody's going crazy. I don't know. It's not the full moon. It's just whatever it is. It's like, it's insane. Yeah, I know. Thank you. Thank you, GP Dog Drool. I know. Why do I want to put someone in jeopardy? Because Massachusetts, by the way, does believe in double jeopardy. They're good with double jeopardy. They're like, we don't care if you've been found not guilty before. We're going to try you again. We don't care. And that's Massachusetts. So there you go. And that is it. The family was too nice, and the prosecutor didn't emphasize enough how heinous his premeditated murder was. I think it's okay. I think I'm okay with the sentence. I think I'm okay with it right now. But I guess they're going to do some pre-sentencing investigation, and then they're going to come back and impose it on October 16th. He got the lightest life sentence. So it was the one that was in the middle. It wasn't life without possibility parole. It wasn't 50 years with parole after. But listen, the guy's 48 years old. So even at 50 years with parole after 20, he's still looking at potentially being in jail till he's 98. So, they still gave him life with the possibility of parole after 20, right? Right? What I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Right. Thank you. Thank you, Travis. Thanks. I didn't collaborate with Dr. Berry yet, but now, see, listen, this Robert Tellis trial has sort of taken over my life, right, Lisa? I haven't been able to really do anything else because we're waiting for a verdict, then we're waiting for this, and then we're waiting for that, and then we never know what's going to happen. So now that we're freed up a bit, I would like to collaborate with her on Carly Gregg because I have so many questions to ask a psychiatrist, psychologist, a counselor, somebody with mental health training about Carly Gregg. And so if you don't know about Carly Gregg, This trial's coming up soon, like September. I think it's like September 16th. I thought Corey Richins was coming up, but it wasn't. It's not. Corey Richins now is until like next year, right? All that happened for Corey Richins was the preliminary hearing to decide if there was enough evidence to charge her, which they did. So Carly Gregg is happening the 16th of September. Donna Adelson jury selection starts the 17th of September. Which would you rather do? Carly Gregg is a 15-year-old girl who looks like she's 12, who killed her mother and then laid in wait, and then called her friend to come over and see the dead body, by the way, and then laid in wait to shoot her stepfather. She's being tried as an adult. Yep. She just turned down a 40-year plea deal. And it's crazy. It's in Mississippi. It is so crazy. But that's what I want to do with Dr. Berry. And I told her that, and hope now that this week has freed up a bit, we are free to move on to something else. Yeah, they made her wear a school uniform. It's creepy. She looks like she's 12. She's really smart. She skipped 4th grade. And I feel like so many other people are going to be covering this Donna Adelson thing that it's going to be very clogged on the airwaves. And I feel like I tend to go after trials that are a little bit maybe less popular so that they get some legs. But you know what? The Carly Gregg trial is only supposed to be like 3 or 4 days, maybe. So it might even finish before Donald Adelson starts. Dr. Berry is awesome. Thank you, Shane. Thank you, Shane. I appreciate you. I'm gonna do let's do like a shallow dive on Carly Gregg before I have Dr. Berry on, so that we can do. I didn't see a Billy Idol reference. So that we can do. I reached out to somebody who's a local reporter in Mississippi that has tons of info, and asked if I could rebroadcast his stuff. And he said, sure. And he said he has other information for me. So I think we should get into the Carly Gregg stuff, because it's crazy. Okay. So that's what we're going to do. For the love of the traveling Wilburys, We also have to get back into Sandra Birchmore and go over the Massachusetts State Police stuff, because Trooper Guarino is going to have some problems. I say some problems. You know, the guy who testified in the Karen Reed trial and said, kill me on the stand, when he was presented with some things like messages that he couldn't find or searches that he couldn't find. And he also couldn't find 30,000 text messages between newly indicted Matthew Farwell and Sandra Birchmore. 30,000 text messages. Trooper Guarino, you may remember him from the Karen Reed case. I would go to traffic court. I would love to go to traffic court, Scott. That's what I would love to do. This is like watch, I don't know, body cam footage or something easy that's not so divisive. Federal trial will not be live streamed. No, because they don't allow cameras in federal court. And we also don't allow cameras in court in New York, even in state court. So we don't do it. And so that is unfortunate, but perhaps, yes, they did. Auntie Ray, if you missed it, life with eligibility for parole in 20 years. Eligibility doesn't mean he'll get it. That was the middle option. Okay. Yeah, the texts are disturbing. All right, you guys, I'm done. We've done a lot today. Go back and watch the stuff that you didn't see today. Watch the stream from yesterday on the Karen Reed civil case. That's my wheelhouse. That's what I do. Thank you, Laura. Thank you for thanking me. Thank you, Shane, for saying great coverage. Chloe Albert's Revenge, Serenity Now. That too is a Seinfeld reference. We also learned that Jeff Gehrman was a Seinfeld fan, so I knew I loved him. And that's it. All right, you guys. Peace out, moderators. You are the best. You're amazing. You guys are amazing, because I could not do this without you. And like, this has been a really long day. So thank you for that. And to my cupcakes, I thank you so very much. To anybody who thinks I have beef with Aiden Carney, I absolutely have no beef with Aiden Carney. I did not block him from my channel. And I think he's really, really great reporter. So, there's that. I don't know. Take it for what you will. I'm out of here. Peace. I'll see you guys soon. Hit the bell so you'll know when.